Now you're joining me this time as we're going to slightly up the ante when it comes to the rum punch. I'm now going to turn my attention to purees and actually kind of multiple ingredients. In the last video we did talk about the formula, and again it kind of gave you some basic inspiration which taste flipping phenomenal down there. They all taste great, but now we're going to up the ante just slightly. And stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to give you my all-star, I think it's 12 ingredient rum punch recipe. So that's coming up. So to start off with now, we're now transitioning away from syrups to purees. And this is a brand that I actually use personally when it comes to the masterclasses I do. I love to shout about them. I don't give them as much love and attention on this channel as they probably deserve, but actually at home, for my business, it's what I use. They are long life and shelf stable. The way I like to teach cocktails, they do need slightly balancing with a little bit of sugar, but it works perfectly well in the way I teach cocktails. So ODK is a brand, long life, shelf staple. We're talking years and years and years. They are not cans of aerosol paint. They are just simply, open, squeeze the cap, pour and serve, all right? So what we've got in there already is we've got our long life and shelf stable. Everything's long life, everything's sustainable. Long life and shelf stable lime juice. Okay, we've got 1 part. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the previous video with your parts and your ratios. So we've got our lemon juice. Now, the one thing I know for 2 of these, I'm just gonna need a touch of syrup. And now this is all kind of on your palate. Some of you might not need this at all, but some of you will, and that's all right. But just remember, we want to effectively give us 2 parts of sweet in this cocktail. So I'm just adding not even a part of this. It's kind of 3/4 of a part, if you like. And if you're thinking, why am I talking parts and not in mil? Again, go and watch the previous video. That will all explain. So that's just our kind of syrup in there. Now, I think I'll put syrup in all 3. It doesn't matter, does it? Right, so first off, we're going for strawberry. Now, the thing with these, all right, they are different kind of, a lot of them are different ratios, but loosely speaking, most of these are 50% fruit with 50% sugar. Okay, there are a couple of variances to this. I think the passion fruit may be one. Obviously, if you put 50% passion fruit in there, it's going to be really, really tart. He says, as it's 50% passion fruit in there, I make myself giggle sometimes, and that's 50%. I can't think what it is. There's something else that I use frequently that's like 32% in there. But yeah, 50%. I'm not going to measure because I'm not going to dirty my jigger up here. I'm going to squeeze, because I use these quite a lot. I can roughly gauge of what we're doing here. But these are just brilliant, little squirt, just like that. If you want to be super accurate, measure it out. But it's me, innit? It's me. So we've got passion fruit first, strawberry first. We've got passion fruit next. Love this. I actually start to use this in porn star martinis now. So passion fruit, squirt there. Brilliant. That'll do perfectly there. And then this stuff, this coconut is flipping tasty. Hopefully, if I can get you a proper, come on, try and do this slowly. Look at that, slow-mo. This is proper tasty stuff. There we go. I've already cheated. I've already got, I've not got the rums in there. I'm gonna do the rums, but I've got the sort of the mixer and the bitters in some of these. So 1 part, let's go through the strawberry. 1 part sour, 2 parts strawberry, 3 parts, I'm going to use spiced rum. Nothing to really shout about with these rums. Again, they're just rums I brought from home. This is a UK scratch up in Scotland, Sylvester and Dwight. So 3 parts are spiced. And I'm actually going to do the coconut with spiced as well. Spiced coconut punch. This one's going to be tasty. And then I'm just going to use the dark rum for the passion fruit in the middle. So 3 parts. Again, these recipes will be in a blog, so don't worry too much. You can get the link for the blog will be in the video description. So 1 part sour, 2 parts sweet and a bit of sugar just to balance it out. 3 parts of our rum, 4 parts weak, soda water already gone in there. I'm going to do passion fruit and mango juice. So this is mango Rubicon, mango juice. So 4 parts mango, lovely. And then what I thought would go well is strawberry and pineapple juice. So there we go there. So we're kind of adding a little bit of complexity, and I've already put Angostura bitters in there. So we're going to ice up all 3 and shake. And then to serve up, pick your glasses. So the first one, we've got strawberry and mango. Lovely tall glass there. We'll top these up with ice in a second. Next one is the passion fruit and mango. Look at the colours of that. And then the last one, we could not do that in the sort of pina colada glass, could we? Is the coconut and spiced rum. Look at that with this soda water. So all you're really playing about with is that coconut flavour, but with spiced rum and a bit of bitters. Just crown your cocktails with a little bit of crushed ice. Crushed ice always looks great. And then continuing the theme, garnish with some mint, and then we're gonna get some dried fruit out. So I think for the coconut, it'd be wrong not to do pineapple, wouldn't it? Pina colada glass. So piece of dried pineapple on there. As I say, I've got Angostura bitters in all of these, but you could have grated like nutmeg or cinnamon over the top. Passion fruits, well, that would be wrong not to get the passion fruit out, wouldn't it? Piece of dried passion fruit. Let's get that one just there. It's a lovely piece of dried passion fruit. Just sit there, lovely. And then the strawberry, have we got, do you know what? Because I haven't really shouted about these. I'm gonna go raspberry instead. I'm gonna go like just a few lovely little dried raspberries on top there. Wow, all three of those I absolutely love. The things that puree does over syrup that I haven't mentioned is gives you that little bit of texture, that little bit of body to the cocktail, but also kind of that authentic fruit note. The strawberry flavour coming off that is insane. We've used roughly, so I've used 15 ml parts, so 2 parts sweet will be 30 ml. So roughly give or take 20 ml of strawberry in there with maybe a bit of sugar. It's completely up to you. But that tastes so good. But so does the passion fruit and mango. Oh, delicious. So the last 2 bits of inspiration before I give you my kind of all-star recipe, it's coming up in a second. I'm just going to do a flavour combination with syrups and purees just to give you some idea. So I've got my 1 part sour in there. I am going to let the flavours do the work. So I have just used soda water in there. Okay, it's my weak. But I'm going to use the same rum in both these. I've got an agricole rum this time, slightly aged agricole rum. But I just love and adore these flavour combinations. So this is where you could play about with your sweet until your heart's content. But I think my final recipe will kind of show everything off. So first up, one of my favourite syrups that I kind of personally play about with, Monin's Winter Spice. You can see it all on there. Chili, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. It's delicious. So I'm going to do, how can I call this? 1/3 of a part. Yes, that's right. I had to do the maths in my head. 1/3 of a part of the Winter Spice. And then in this one, 1/3 of a part of cinnamon syrup in there. So again, we've got a spice in there, but it's a sweet spice. And then coming back to these ODK purees, again, absolutely delicious. There's so many different flavours that we sell here of these. These are just brilliant. And they are, they are turned, what's the word? They're picked and juiced, or whatever the word is, turned into purees within hours of picking. It's not like it's kind of, weeks and weeks and weeks before they get juiced. It is literally a very quick turnaround. So I'm just going to free pour, there we go. So essentially 1/3 of a part of winter spice in there and 2/3 of a part of mango. And then we're going the same there. Pineapple and cinnamon is just amazing. So 2/3 of a part of pineapple puree. And if you're thinking, why would I have pineapple puree instead of pineapple juice? Honestly, it's the vibrancy, it's the burst of flavour. It's just absolutely flipping amazing. I love that stuff. So the mix, the weeks in there. So 1 part citrus, 1 part sour, there we go, mental block. 2 parts sweet, 3 parts strong, 4 parts weak, your soda water. And now we're going for our dash of spice. Now, this is just a weird combination that I really do think works. I've got chocolate bitters or cacao bitters going in with the pineapple and cinnamon. And then I've got smoke and oak bitters going in with the mango and winter spice. Again, I love this. And then to grab some more glasses, there we go. Let's do the mango and winter spice in there. And then let's do the pineapple and cinnamon with chocolate bitters, I promise you it works, in there. And then you get the idea with the garnishes, don't you? The dehydrated stuff that we've got. I'm going to go some blueberries on there actually, and I'll put some sprig of mint on there afterwards. And then dried orange. I think orange would kind of go well on there. Oh god damn, that is delicious. The winter spice syrup, genuinely one of my favourite syrups to play about. Genuinely, I love that stuff. And then pineapple, cinnamon, the chocolate. That's just delicious. Right, let's get into my all-star. Now I'm going to take you through this recipe step by step because I love this. I adore this. I've rocked it out so many times for parties. It just works a treat. I'm going to serve it up in that. I was going to put it, you'd be rude not to use one of these tiki glasses, but I know the feedback from a lot of you on my other channels where you like to see the colour of cocktails. So we're going to use it in one of the biggest selling tiki glasses we have here at Drinkstuff. So it's also worth noting that for this recipe, I do up my parts. So throughout this, I've been doing 15 ml as one part. Now I'm in 20 ml parts for this. So to start off with, 10 ml of lime juice. So it's one of our sours. And then I've got pink grapefruit juice here for another 10 ml. All right. So that's 20 ml in total of our sour. Let's just put those to one side to make room. We're then going for our sweet. Now, again, I go for an ODK clean sweep here. This ginger is not overly sweet, but packs a punch with flavour. So I literally do like 10 ml of this. You could up it, but 10 ml will give us lovely sort of gingery notes in there. And very different to Monin's ginger syrup. As I like to say, it's a comparison. Monin, love Monin's bits, absolutely do, use them all the time. Monin syrups give you the sweetness, not the oomph in flavour. This just gives you oomph in flavour that sometimes you do need to balance with an extra bit of sugar. Monin's, that's what I'm trying to get at. Monin's is perfectly balanced, whereas ODK is flavour forward, if that makes sense. But you have to do a little bit of extra legwork to balance the whole cocktail out. So we've got ginger syrup there. Now, I used to do grenadine, and I have got, I haven't even opened this yet. This is a brand new one. The other one went on Saturday. I used to use grenadine syrup. Now, grenadine in the UK is pretty much raspberry syrup. So then I went to use pomegranate syrup from Monin. However, I then swapped, probably about a month and a half ago, I swapped onto this, and I flipping adore this. So remember, we're still up to our 2 parts, but now our 2 parts, instead of 30 ml, is now 40 ml, and I've already done 10 ml. So I'm doing 15 ml of pomegranate syrup. Oh, look at that. That's just going to be, it just is amazing, this stuff. Absolutely love it. But then papaya as well. And I flipping love the papaya in this. And again, sort of, you know, just to take it up there. Okay, slightly extra. There we go. That is just amazing stuff. A great replacement, or an alternative, I should say, for passion fruit. Okay, so I've done 15 and 15 and then 10 ml of the ginger, and that gives us the 2 parts, all right? So that's 40 ml in total. So that's there. Now we go for the rum. So now we've gone from, 20 ml, 40 ml, we now obviously need 60 ml. Now I've go for a 3 rum blend here. Now I did used to use Plantation Barbados in this, but this, since I've got this, I actually quite like this. I've only made it a couple of times with this, but this is delicious. So I'm going to do, so I've got 3 rum split here, and you can see one's like an overproof. So I actually do, so I want 60 ml in total, which is 3 parts, 3 lots of 20. I'm going 30 ml of the Plantation Black Cask, which is Barbados in Cuba. I'm going just 15 ml, just for a little bit of oomph of Zymaca, of Jamaican funk. And then I'm going 15 ml of my Plantation OFTD, my overproof, which gives us all those notes that we want from a rum. Just absolutely delicious. Pineapple juice here, I kind of even do this to a certain extent. So now I want 4 parts, 4 lots of 20 is 80 ml. So I do a 50 ml UK double bubble of pineapple juice, and then 30 ml of soda water in there. There we go. And then bitters, I do 2 lots of bitters in this. And I've got the wrong ones, 2 secs. I've had a shocker, I didn't bring them with me. I'm going for the pineapple and star anise from Miss Better's Bitters. That's what I normally do. I picked them up because they're yellow as well, and I have used those. Damn it, never mind. Pineapple star anise just gives it a little there. So actually what I'm just gonna do is, I might just try the banana bitters in there actually. I might just go, why not? Why not? It's all about experimentation. We're adapting on the fly. And then dump into our favourite Tiki glass. And then we even go all out on the garnish. A dried pineapple, a dried passion fruit, sprig of mint, and a maraschino cherry. Oh my God, the layers go on for days. The 3 different rums, the Jamaican, the oomph from the Barbados in there, from the plantation OFTD. The pineapple's in there, the little hint of grenadine giving it sweetness. The papaya comes through, the ginger is there. Honestly, follow that formula. 1 part sour, 2 parts sweet, 3 parts strong, 4 parts weak, a dash of spice to make it nice. Whack your recipes in the comments below. Crack on with the rum punch. You'll have fun every single time you make one.